Sophie had just stepped out of her house with a plate of food when the rain started pouring down. She didn't run for cover or move at all, just stood there in the rain, trembling uncontrollably. Before long, she collapsed to the ground. The reason she ended up like this goes back 3 years. Back then, Sophie had a happy, loving family. Following their tradition, it was take your daughter to work day, exactly what it sounds like, bringing your kid along to experience your job. He watched his wife and daughter leave that morning. Who could have imagined it would be the last time he'd see them? Sophie's husband was a psychiatrist who studied criminal minds. That day, he got called in to evaluate a serial killer. But just as he was about to start, the warden pulled him out for something urgent and accidentally locked the door behind him. Just like that, an innocent little girl was left alone in a room with a killer. You can imagine what happened next. Since then, Sophie developed severe ombrophobia, a crippling fear of rain. 3 years later, she still couldn't get over losing her daughter and had slowly turned to alcohol to numb the pain. On this particular day, she poured herself a large glass of red wine like always and sat by the window, staring into nothing. Suddenly, some movement outside caught her eye. New neighbors were moving in across the street. Seeing the handsome man, Sophie couldn't help but smile a little, thinking maybe life wasn't as bad as it seemed. The next day after work, she found a little girl selling chocolate at her door. The girl was Emma, daughter of her new neighbor Neil. Looking at Emma reminded Sophie of her own daughter, so she decided to support the kid's little business. During their chat, she learned that Emma's mom had recently passed away. Feeling sorry for the poor kid, Sophie wanted to do something nice for her. She cooked one of her signature dishes and was about to take it over when she opened the door to find it raining again. Fear crashed over her instantly, and she collapsed right there. Luckily, Neil arrived just in time and helped her back inside.